Hello everyone, this is Teacher Michelle and welcome to another episode of Unang Math. In this episode, I will be covering this lesson about the conditions for an isosceles triangle. When do we say that a triangle is an isosceles triangle? Okay, as a brief recall, isosceles triangle has two equal sides. The angle formed where the two equal sides meet is the vertex angle. Opposite the vertex angle is the base of the isosceles triangle. And beside the base are the base angles. And these are equal in measure. Okay, now, considering this triangle, we cannot directly say that this is an isosceles triangle because the two equal sides are not indicated in this figure. But as you can see, this angle and this angle are equal in measure. It means this side and this side are also equal in length. Therefore, this is an isosceles triangle. Okay, but why this side and this side are equal in length? Okay, if we will consider this angle bisector of angle A, it bisects this triangle into two congruent triangles. Okay, let's say this is D. So we have this triangle ABD. So triangle ABD. And we also have this triangle ACD. So triangle ACD. Triangle ABD and triangle ACD are congruent triangles. Okay, since this is bisector, that means this angle is equal to this angle. This angle equal to this angle. This segment AD is perpendicular to segment BC. So it means this is a right angle, this is a right angle. So right angle, this is a right angle. Okay, and segment BD is equal to segment CD. So BD is equal to segment CD. Okay, therefore, segment AB or side AB is also equal to side AC. And if you're going to take a look at this one, this is ASA congruence. So you can say that isosceles triangle is a triangle with two equal base angles. So when you see a triangle, let's say it looks like this, and it's indicated that these two angles are equal, then it means this side and this side are equal in length. Or in other figure, when you see a triangle like this, and it's indicated that this angle or this angle are equal in measure, then this side is equal to this side. Okay, now let's fill in the box with the correct answers. In the triangle ABC, or this triangle, since angle B is equal to blank, so where's angle B? This angle. Angle B, as you can see, is equal to angle C. So it's equal to angle C. Since angle B is equal to angle C, then this triangle is an isosceles triangle, where blank is equal to segment AC. So segment AC is equal to segment AB. So AB is equal to AC. Therefore, segment AC is also 5 centimeters. So this is 5 centimeters. Okay, now let's answer this simple problem. As shown in the figure, triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. So we have this triangle ABC. It's an isosceles triangle. Side AB or segment AB is equal to segment AC, where AB is equal to AC. Okay, AD is the angle bisector of angle A. So where is segment AD? This line. This is the angle bisector of angle A. So it means this angle is equal to this angle. Okay, given segment AD is equal to BD, AD is equal to BD, so these segments are equal in measure. So we will determine the measure of angle X. So where's angle X? This angle. So what will be the measure of angle X? Okay, as indicated in this figure, ABC is an isosceles triangle. So we have here an angle bisector. So it bisects this triangle ABC into two congruent triangles. Okay, this triangle ABD, as you can see, is also an isosceles triangle because this side is equal to this side. So it means this angle is equal to this angle. Same with this triangle ACD. Okay, since this is angle bisector, this segment BD is equal to segment CD. So this is equal to segment BD. So if we will consider triangle ACD, this segment AD is equal to this segment. So it means this is also an isosceles triangle. So if this is angle X, then this is also angle X. So this is also angle X. So this is also angle X. Okay, now we will determine the measure of angle X. Okay, again, this is segment AD is perpendicular to segment BC. So this is 90 degrees, or there's a right angle formed here. So to find the measure of angle X, X plus 90 degrees. So we have 2X plus 90 degrees, then that would be equal to 180 degrees because the measure or the total measure of the interior angles of any triangle is 180 degrees. So 2x is 180 degrees minus 90 degrees. So 2x is equal to 90 degrees. So it means the measure of angle X is 45 degrees. Okay, moving on to our next figure or question. As shown in the figure, when a rectangular sheet of paper is folded, identify all the angles equal to angle X and determine the length of segment BC. So, where's the rectangular paper or sheet of paper? So, this is the rectangular sheet of paper. And this one is folded. The folded part is this part. So, this rectangular sheet of paper is folded. We will identify all the angles equal to angle X. So, this angle. And we will determine the length of segment BC or this line. Okay, first, to find the measure of this angle X, we will be using the concept of alternate, interior angles. Why do we need to use alternate interior angles concept? Because this side and this side are parallel. So we are just going to draw a Z-like figure here. So it means the interior angles, this angle and this angle, are equal in measure. So if this is angle X, then it means this is also angle X. Okay, now, what about this angle? If we will unfold this paper, this angle is also angle X. So this is also angle X. So from that, if this angle is angle X and if this is angle X, then it means this side is equal to this side. So this triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. So if this is 11 centimeters, then segment BC is also 11 centimeters. So to answer this question, identify all angles equal to angle X. So we have this angle ACB, so angle ACB. We also have angle BAC, so angle BAC. So these angles are all equal to angle X. And what's the length of segment BC? Segment BC is 11 centimeters.